Hello movie lovers, Bob for Bob's Movie Review here, and today I'm bringing my unboxing and review of Mrs. Claus on DVD. Be sure to click subscribe and click on the bell icon to be notified whenever I upload great new content. If you do enjoy the video, be sure to show it some love and give it a like rating. So this one includes DVD, Brinke Stevens, Helen Uddy, and Kaylee Williams, Mrs. Claus. A Creature is Stirring. This one is from Wild Eye Releasing. Delivers bloody holiday joy, terrific kills, and plenty of blood for the gorehounds. Naughty or nice does not matter, you're dead. A group of college students attend a Christmas party at a sorority house that has a sinister past. Years earlier, a pledge committed suicide after a brutal hazing. The current students are stalked and murdered by a bloodthirsty killer who appears to be the beloved wife of Santa Claus. A 1980s-styled holiday slasher in the tradition of Black Christmas and Silent Night, Deadly Night, and starring legendary Scream Queens Helen Uddy and Brinke, I don't know if that's Brink or Brinke Stevens. Bonus features, director's commentary, and trailers. This one is not rated, has a runtime of 87 minutes. If you guys have seen this one, I would love to hear your thoughts without spoilers down in the comment section below. All right, let's check out the inside. And as standard for Wild Eye Releasing titles, we have the cover art there on the disc. Alright guys, I did get to check out Mrs. Claus. This one is not rated, has a 1 hour and 26 minute runtime, and is directed by Troy Escamilla. I am not going to list off the actors. I will put them down in the description below. I'm sure nobody's ever heard of them, so it's probably not really worth mentioning. This movie starts out as a girl joining a sorority, and they're kind of hazing her and stuff, and then it's a couple months later, it's Christmas, so yeah, August to Christmas or whatever, and the main kind of mean girl or whatever is hazing her again, I guess, and she just snaps and goes crazy. And it's kind of funny, she had this, crazy look, but I just thought it was hilarious. I didn't really think it was all that scary, and she ends up killing the girl and killing herself, and it's just kind of this whole murder-suicide thing. So now we skip ahead a few years, and the girl who's doing the hazing, her sister is in the same sorority, living in the same house where her sister was killed for some strange, sick reason. She wants to live there. And so it's Christmas time again, and they're getting ready for their annual sorority Christmas party. As I said, it's several years in the future. I can't remember if they said how many years in the future, but they did mention that they had canceled the Christmas party for several years after the murder-suicide. So we know at least a few years have passed, and they're putting on this party. Now, this has a really small cast, so they don't have a lot of people attending this party. This movie is obviously really low budget. Everything about it screams low budget. You could tell it's just a regular house, kind of decorated for Christmas, and they're trying to pass it off as a sorority, which obviously a sorority house is going to be much bigger than your 3-4 bedroom house. And even when they show the outside, it's obvious that it's just somebody's house. Also, for it being a college party, there's not a lot going on there, not a lot of people. They do kind of say, everybody has gone home for the holidays already, so why even put on the party, I guess. So now somebody, Mrs. Claus, has come back to kill everybody in the sorority. For what reason is unclear. I mean, you assume it probably has something to do with the murder-suicide. Now, the things this movie did right, it had a really great sound, really great music. It actually had a good production overall. The video quality was good. It used all practical effects. Most of them, were passable to good. Some not so much, and kind of left me scratching my head. Like if somebody was to get stabbed, like their head sliced open, like, and they just have a little bit of blood right here, to me it just takes away a little bit. But I mean, it's obvious this movie has little to no budget, so okay, we'll let that go. An issue I did have with this movie, though, is that other than the killer, who, I don't know, the killings are all really spread out, and somehow this hour-and-a-half movie seems much longer than an hour and a half. It's mostly just people sitting around the living room talking. This movie is really slow paced. It definitely feels like it's trying to be like many other slashers out there. Unfortunately, because of its budget, I'm sure it wasn't able to accomplish the things that it had hoped to. But with all that said, I did kind of enjoy this one, you know. It had a decent enough story. It had, you know, killings. It had tons of blood. I imagine a lot of the budget was spent on the blood. There's lots of gory scenes with plenty of blood flowing. But the drawbacks of, you know, the low budget, not a lot of actors in this one, the fact that they are very inexperienced and come up short in a lot of the scenes in the acting department. There aren't a lot of good Christmas horror movies that I've seen so far this year. I feel like this is one of the more enjoyable ones. It is a bit slow. You know, I'm trying to balance it all out. I think for this one, guys, I'm going to give it a 5.5 out of 10. It's good and it's bad. And overall, I feel like it was just a little bit above average. Hope you guys did enjoy the review. If you did, be sure to leave it a like rating, where you can find more information, including affiliate links to purchase this movie down in the description below. If you haven't already, subscribe for more videos, check out the suggested videos, check out my website, BobsMovieReview.com, and I'll see you guys next time.